We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Ought to be a good one here between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. It'll be fun watching these two go at it. It's next on the show. Kyle Hendricks will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if today.
So digging in now, Lorenzo Cain. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Now the 2-1 pitch. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Horner's got it for the first out.
Batting second, the right fielder, Christian Yelich.
And here's Christian Yelich now. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average.
Boy, this is a really good hitter, but he's desperately been struggling recently at the plate. His average is still good, but it's dropping fast. He needs a quick turnaround.
Here comes the first pitch. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield, around the mound, and around the home plate area is really
set up. Working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So here's Avisail Garcia, and as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Good steal of second there, and that really sets up the middle of this order to drive in a run and break this scoreless ball game. Always great if you can score first early in the game.
Yelich, the runner at second with 1 away. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the bleachers and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the Brewers move out in front now 2-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly. Just like that, they take the lead.
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura.
Second baseman.
As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball one. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 10 home runs and an even 40 RBIs. A ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Merrifield is back and he'll get there to make the play for out number two.
That is it.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Logan Morrison. And the home away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch coming. Here it is. Two out, nobody on. That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Souza, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that the side is retired. But the Brewers do get two on this two-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's 2-0 Milwaukee. Freddie Peralta will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, one of the main issues is he wants to limit the amount of walks. Walked 4 in his last start, and that's a little bit too many for a starting pitcher. He's going to need much better control if he expects to pitch better in this one.
So in now for Chicago, Whit Merrifield, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June.
Merrifield.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I can't tell you how important it is to throw that first run up on the board, and that's exactly what they did. Little crooked number, a 2 spot to give their pitcher a chance to relax and go out and pound the strike zone. This team has been playing red-hot baseball recently.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
I think he's shown you right there he was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Batting second, the third baseman, Chris.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
Yeah, and here we are several weeks into the season, and this guy has been absolutely killing the ball. I think he's got a chance to be near the top in home runs when it all shakes out.
100% agreed, D-Row. When you get this late into the season, he's not doing it with smoke and mirrors. This guy's off to a great start, and I expect it to continue all season long.
And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Now the 1-1 pitch is in there for strike number 2. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. Anthony Rizzo stands in now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Comes into play here at 273. 6 home runs and 31 RBIs. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Oh, 1 strike.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Garcia has a read on it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting fourth, the shortstop, Javier Baez.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Oh, that's it.
Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about him. The 1-0 home. On the ground to third. Sogard is there. On to Morrison at first, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Second inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Well, Matt, unfortunately, the rain that we're experiencing now is not expected to go away, and it's likely going to get worse. However, the umpiring crew has told me they believe the game will get in, although a delay sounds like a likely possibility.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. It's not looking pretty, and guys will just have to hope the weather doesn't play too much of a factor in the outcome of this one.
I think it is, though, Matt. You got to stay focused as a player. There could be a couple stops in this one. The tarp might get pulled. You just have to keep your focus, stay dry, and stay ready.
And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. Back to the mound and off his leg, but he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Here's Eric Sogard, and he's a guy who's been absolutely terrific over the last couple of series, really swinging it well. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fouled off. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
That's a ball.
Oh, he thought he had him right there. I did too, but no dice.
The 1-2. Hit softly down the line at first. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Into the box now, Omar Narvaez. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're up 2-0. Now it'll be the Cubs DH. Kyle Schwarber comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball one. Ball, that's out.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And there's one down now.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Ian Happ.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball one. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Here's the pitch.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Souza Jr. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
That evens it up 1-1. Now the pitch. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail it here 2-0. At the plate, Luis Urias, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Now the 0-1.
Look out, 1-1.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1 home. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they're making fully aware of he had an 11-game hitting streak, and after that knock, it's an even dozen.
In is Christian Yelich, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And he lays off for ball one. Runners on first with one down. One and two for Christian Yelich. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are two away now.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys, because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Now a throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back. First offering on its way. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-0 home. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 2-0.
Hey.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Brewers strand one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. The next Cub up, Wilson Contreras. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Wilson Contreras.
First pitch on its way. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. And with one away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Stepping in, Nico Horner, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
One out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Well, he's really locked in at this point in the game on the bump. So far this inning, 4 pitches and 2 outs. Got the first guy on 1 pitch, and then absolutely dominates this at bat with a 3-pitch strikeout.
With Merrifield next to bat as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. 3 innings complete. It's the Brewers 2 and the Cubs 0. Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Keston Hiura. He'll start things out against Kyle Hendricks as we get the inning underway. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line to the right side. And a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
To the plate now, Logan Morrison. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. The 1-0. Liner toward right center. That's in another base hit. He's 2 for 2. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Up next for Milwaukee, the designated hitter, Ryan Braun.
Here's Ryan Braun now. As he'll take a look at ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 delivery. There's one. On to first, a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
So a man at third here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. First delivery to him on the way. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. At the plate, Chris Bryant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Much too quick on the trigger there. It's 2-1.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. Make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
All even now, 2-2. Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. One and 1, the count to the Cubs' first baseman.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
Inside, ball 2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Full count, 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
And he got him.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over.
Leading off for the Brewers, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope. Ball 1.
Now the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
2 balls and a strike. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
Now the payoff pitch home. Chopped at third. Reined in. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, number 2.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring Luis Urias to the plate. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he takes ball 1. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Here's the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Lorenzo Cain stands in as he looks at a called strike. As a look, now the pitch. Pitch swung.
You don't see that very often against this guy. This guy has one of the best arms in the game, but still a successful steal of second base.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Curveball bounces, and that gets by to the backstop. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile, the runner is
field back. They were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Striding in, Christian Yelich. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulls the string on that one. 1 strike. behind 0-2 now. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Brewers 3 and the Cubs nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Cubs.
Striding forward now is the DH, Kyle Schwarber. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out. Into the box, Ian Happ. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Outside and low, 3-0.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the outfielder Steven Souza Jr. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball hit on the ground is short. He's got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Cubs. They trail it here 3-0. Adbert Alzolay takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 73, Adbert Alzolay.
So here is Avisail Garcia.
Leading off for Milwaukee, the left fielder, number 24, Avisail Garcia.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Two balls and no strikes. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Now batting.
Next for Milwaukee, Keston Hiura. A fly out and a single for him so far. First pitch on its way.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Skied into very shallow right. Howe in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 20.
Striding in once again, Logan Morrison. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. So stepping in, Nico Horner to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First pitch of the at-bat.
That's a ball.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. And it's 1-2.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Here's the pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
No, he's safe.
I'm not sure if this happened or not, but sometimes when you're playing behind a pitcher who's doing all of the work himself, you get caught up a little bit in kind of a trance and you get lulled to sleep out there. Looked like to me he was caught a little off guard when the play came his way.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Whit Merrifield. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
The 1-1 home. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Horner is on his way home. And the runner will score from first. And he will come all the way around to score. Unbelievable.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside to Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
So the bases are clear now following the home run. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Chris Bryant.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike one. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. And there's ball two now.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he's struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Into the box now, Anthony Rizzo. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. No hits to this point. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
And that brings up Javi Baez. Line to the right side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. Oh, and he can't come up with it. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. So striding in, Ian Happ, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. From the stretch, Happ with a swing, and he connects, sends this one to deep right field. Gone! It's a grand slam.
Well, the strategy to walk the previous batter intentionally was sound. In my opinion, what wasn't sound was the execution of the last pitch, which was promptly deposited far beyond anyone's reach. That stings, but I don't fault the manager for trying to do the right thing.
Brett Anderson, a 6'4" southpaw, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching.
Number 25, Brett Anderson.
At the plate now, Steven Souza. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Sinker gets the outside for a strike. Hit out towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
In there, strike one. Anderson has registered just under 110 innings on the mound, and through those innings he's posted a whip a little under 1.5. Certainly something he'd like to improve on. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. 7th inning coming up. The Cubs lead this one 6-3. In now the Brewers DH, Ryan Braun. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
The 2-0. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. And he fouls this one off. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The third baseman.
Ready now, Eric Sogard. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Up and in, and this one sends him to the ground. It's ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
That's in there. 3-1. And it's fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective. And that's exactly what he did right there.
Standing in now, Omar Narvaez. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
Ball 1 strike.
In the air down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. Popped up. Baez waits on it. And that retires the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Whit Merrifield. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, 0-1. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. This one's into the bleachers and gone. Chris Bryant plates a pair with a home run. Number 21 for him on the season as they open it up to 8-3.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
In now, Anthony Rizzo.
First baseman, Anthony.
As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs, nobody on. Hit hard to the right side. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Javier Baez. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Still only 1 out in the inning. Yanked on the ground down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Well, that's not a bad pitch right there. That's a pretty good sinker. He just happens to hook that one right into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he got the bat head out right there, Dan, and was able to get that one to left field.
At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. To second for 1. On to Morrison at first, but it's not in time, and they'll have to settle for 1. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Ian Happ in his career against Brett Anderson. He's gone 2 for 5. He also has 1 home run. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. From the stretch, chopper to short. Knee high, he barehands it and give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Brad Week will come on to make his 40th appearance this season.
Number 38.
And that'll bring forth Luis Urias. A hit in 2 tries so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
No balls and 1 strike. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. So a leadoff base hit out of the 9th spot, and that sets the top of the order up nicely here to start the inning.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
This is hit softly to third. And that'll be another base hit as it's through into left, so it's 2 straight knocks to start the 8th.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. None out, runners at first and second. And he'll just waste one there, 1 and 2.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2 and 2.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Went to the slider to try and get him to chase, but it's full now, 3 and 2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3 and 2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk, but if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Coming to the plate now, Avisail Garcia. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Nope. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1 and 1.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2 and 2. From the stretch. He stays alive, still 2 and 2. Fouled off. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And this is a great example of what happens when you can't find the strike zone. The first walk of the inning looked harmless enough, but this one brings a runner home. Self-inflicted wounds are always the hardest to swallow.
Dylan Maples is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out.
Dylan Maples.
Keston Hiura will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. Breaking ball called just a bit low. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Fouled away. This is foul right side. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. In there, a base hit. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it an 8-5 ball game.
The first baseman, number 21, Logan Morrison.
So now to the plate, Logan Morrison. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball 1. In his career, Morrison hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help a roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. 2-1 now.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. The relay, but too late, and he's safe at third.
One of the things you want to do as an offense, right, is stay fundamental and keep pushing. A great job there. Sac fly pushes the third run across in this inning.
Keon Broxton will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Number 23.
So we've got runners at the corners here, 1 away, and that'll bring in the left fielder, Ryan Braun. First pitch on its way.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches. The 1-0. And he fouls this one off.
3 runs already home here. Two balls and a strike to Braun.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
And the pitch on 2-1.
Oh, that's out.
Couldn't be a whole lot better situation to hit in now. 3-1, 2 on. He's got to be thinking he's going to get a pitch he can drive right here.
And oh, that should have been ball 4 there, but it's a called strike, and that runs things full at 3-2. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So striding in, Eric Sogard, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here it comes. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled off. 1 out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And he will look at a called third strike. Oh, and a big one there as the bases stay loaded, and there are 2 gone now. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Arodys Vizcaíno answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Into the box now, Omar Narvaez, as he'll try and hold off the swing, but this one's in there for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, the 0-1. Grounded up the first baseline.
Clearly, this is a tough situation to be on the mound, but the key here is minimizing. They're up by 2, so if he could find a way to get out of this bases-loaded jam by only giving up 1 run, that would be clutch.
Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So all in all, they're fortunate to give up just 3 in the inning as they wind up escaping the bases-loaded jam. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Cubs lead it 8-6. Ray Black is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Orlando Arcia will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base, number 3, Orlando Arcia.
Digging in once again, Steven Souza.
Leading off for the Cubs, the left fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one runs up high, ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
So one gone here in the Chicago 8th, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. Too high, 1-0. Liner toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
To the plate now, Nico Horner, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. They could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Nope.
2-0 now.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
The 2-0. Runner at first here, one man out. Into the corner and slicing foul. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now. Whit Merrifield next to hit. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First pitch on its way. Oh, he couldn't catch up with the gas that time.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
2 out with the man at first. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Here's a look over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. The lead stands pat at 8-6. Craig Kimbrell comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 46, Craig Kimbrell.
Luis Urias will be charged with trying to start a rally in the 9th as they go to work against Kimbrell.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
Now the 1-0.
Ball, that's down.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. lifted in the air out towards left center. Souza is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The center fielder, number 6.
Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. On the ground to the right side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Christian Yelich.
At the plate now, Christian Yelich, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now.
And as a closer, a wild pitch is the last thing you want to do. His job was to finish this thing off, and he just made his job a lot more difficult. We'll see if he can get dialed in again here on the next pitch.
Here's the 1-1.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Runner at second here with one man out. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1 pitch. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So a big moment here, and standing in Avisail Garcia, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
Well, you don't see this out of Craig Kimbrell too often. He's worked himself into a pretty thick jam, but you know, I wouldn't bet against him getting out of this either.
1-0 delivery.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Now the 2-0. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And the throw in gets away from him. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Next to bat, Orlando Garcia, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
I try and tell people all the time, you're facing 90 to 92, 94. You can still see seams. It starts getting above 94. It starts to blur itself a little bit. You start pitching where this guy's at, you're seeing nothing. You're seeing vapor.
Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. The catch is made, and the Cubs come back to even up this 4-game series at a game apiece as this one is over.
Good job there to slam the door for the win, and they finish the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
8-6 the final score tonight. The Cubbies rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Adbert Alzolay gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Freddie Peralta struck out 10 in the losing effort. Craig Kimbrell earns the save out of the bullpen, his 20th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. Age run 10.